Hi guys! Let us hope that this finally works. It does look a little bit better at the moment. I think I may have figured out what was wrong before. So I realized that it was set to two different output resolutions for both the recording and the stream. So maybe that's fixed it. I'll quickly try and just share the browser and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so that is still lagging. Not as bad as it was before. I think it's back to, you know, being a little bit better. I don't think it's as terrible though. Yeah, at least we can cope with this. It goes back to normal fairly quickly. I do need to try and invest in a new computer that can handle the stream a little bit better. I think my CPU is definitely limiting things quite a bit, so that is probably why I am having so many issues, you know? But hey, at least we can be like, you know, these things can work okay. So today I have wanted to start something entirely new. So I wanted to work on this new watercolor painting of mine. And so, as I was saying before, I started this, I think, very early in 2020, so it wasn't intentionally COVID related, but it ended up, I guess, sort of being that for a lot of people who saw it posted on Instagram. So if you want to relate it to that is totally up to you. I just wanted to draw a creepy nurse-like character, you know? Because I really love playing Dead by Daylight, and yeah, the nurse character is one of my favorites. I actually did probably draw nurse character. Let's try screen share again. I can find one of your recent works on Discord. Oh, lovely. Let me have a look then. I didn't know you've already posted that, Dovikin. Let me have a look. Oh my goodness. Look at this. That is awesome. I'll try and make that a little bit smaller so you guys can properly see. Oh my goodness! Dovikin! It is so beautiful! You can totally see that this is Vivi. That is just a striking image of her, isn't it? Oh my goodness, I'm gonna make it a little bit larger. Hopefully we can do that. It is so beautiful, Dovikin! Oh my goodness! Has she seen it yet? Did you show her? I'm sure she's gonna be so excited. I really loved mine. Mine is so good. How do you get the lifelike image so good? You shared it with her yesterday and got permission to. How lovely! How lovely! That is awesome. She showed it on stream too, just a few minutes ago. Oh, that is so awesome! Yeah, I know that she's streaming. We probably will be able to raid her again, which would be lovely. But yeah, I'm sure she's so happy. That is so sweet, Dovikin. So sweet. And I'm also happy to be one of the artists that you've drawn. Really, really happy. Thank you for showing us. That is so beautiful. Okay, so my idea was I want to do a very neutral background. So first things first, I have to draw some lines and get my background just a little bit more. I guess I want to have the line here. That's probably a good horizon line right there. Don't really want it mid-center, but if it cuts through here, that's going to be a good level. So how much is that? So probably 2 less than 12. So is that the whole thing? Yeah. So We do it like that. We can draw out a ruler line, you know? There we go. All lined up perfectly. So I think I like that horizon line. It's not dead center in the middle. It's a little bit off, but you know, it works. That has to be the prettiest ruler you've ever seen. Thank you. Yeah, it's got little roses on the other side. So pretty. It was actually super cheap. I think it was like between $4 and $8 on Etsy. I can link you to it. It is really cheap. But yeah, it's so tiny as well. I mean, you can like barely read the numbers over there. And of course, the cutest nurse. The angry look just adds more cuteness. I love making my my adorable characters full of attitude, actually. I really like giving them a punch. Akira, how are you doing? So happy to see you here. How has your day been going? Luckily, we finally can start the freaking stream. I am so happy. So the top area, I actually want to give it like a pale kind of green. I already have some green. Probably need a bit of a side area to test my colors on. So I'm gonna make it a very pale like green. I don't know how well you guys can see the color. For some reason this camera doesn't really do a great job at picking color up on some levels of exposure. I'm not sure why exactly that is. But I'm trying to just get a very subtle tone, not a whole lot. Hopefully I can do that. There we go. So just let that maybe dry a little bit before because I'm gonna do another layer over it anyway, so but I wanted to just slightly dry before I do that. Otherwise I may start tampering with the paper underneath. I do not want that, because that's never a good thing. There we go. Got my pale green layer on there. The little rat trying to help. Yeah, he is. He's trying to, help her get better, I guess. You're fine? How am I? Well, I'm doing really good, Kira. Yeah, I've now started doing some evening streams, which is probably why it's been easier for you to catch my stream. This week's a little bit different. This week we have quite a few evening streams going. Because my dad's birthday, so I had to do some birthday shopping, and today we went out for my dad's birthday and it was a whole lot of fun. We went to a really nice, wasn't really a restaurant, it was like not a takeaway place, but a place where you can get really nice breakfasts, really nice brunches next to the beach. So we went there and we had super delicious food. I ordered polenta chips and mushrooms, and they were delicious. I had some rosemary, what do you call them? Herbs? Rosemary herbs, and it also had just a really nice minty kind of saucy thing. I don't know what they made it out of. Who knows? But it was delicious, I can tell you that. It was really delicious. The polenta chips were so crunchy. They literally just were super soft on the inside and so crunchy on the outside. I loved them. Super loved them. Just trying to not go too dark too quickly, which is why I'm sort of adding these layer by layer. I don't want to struggle with it later, you know? But this is looking good. I'm really, really happy with how this turned out. You know, it's a really nice smooth colour, and I've got some beautiful flecking going on as well, so that is really good to see. That'll help add some sort of aging effects to my wall, so that sounds wonderful. Staying safe too, you hope? Yeah, there weren't a lot of people there. We're actually very much COVID-free here at Doverkin. I don't think we've had an outbreak for a very long time now, and yeah, the restrictions are all lowered and everything, so yeah, it's not a very dangerous thing over here. We're very lucky. In Melbourne, it's terrible. But over here in Adelaide, yeah, it's going pretty damn well. So, not too much of a problem for us, which is good. You know, it's always good. So, I've done that. I've given her a nice pale kind of background. I might darken that up a little bit as well, but we'll see. I don't want to go too dark too quickly. So yeah, we'll see. Because I might actually do a colour for her dress, especially because I don't think that a white is going to be very impactful. Originally I had planned to do it as a white, but then I have to do a really, really dark background, and I'm just not I want to keep it light and airy and everything, so I have a feeling I'm just going to give her a dress colour like I have in the video game Fallout 76. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. Cool. Just gotta find a good picture. And then I'll show you guys what I mean. There we go, that should do fairly well. So this is the asylum worker outfit from the video game Fallout 76. And they're very rare outfits. You actually have to really, really grind if you want any of these, so They're very valuable, and I am thinking I would really like to give her a pinkish one, sort of like a musky pink tone. Either I'm gonna go with this pink or the blue, but I'm really feeling like going with a pink. So I don't want it to have a striking red, I just want a really nice toned down. So I think I want to go with a nice musky kind of pink, like that one. I really like the idea of that. What do you guys reckon? Who cares what's in it as long as it's delicious? That's very true, that's very true. It's coming along well, it has already added some depth perception. That's true, yeah, it really does. I think having a horizon line definitely helps that a ton, so that might be why, Okay, so next thing I probably want to do is, well, I was thinking of doing some tiles. But if I do tiles, they're going to have to be extremely neat and really work. So, I'm gonna have to start like very small. And I am not too sure if I'm going to want to do that. So I'm gonna do it in pencil and we'll see if I change my mind. So I'm just trying to grow bigger and bigger the closer I get, because then hopefully I can get that illusion of some perspective going. We'll see. So I probably want to half this one, like so. Yeah, that's a good look. I'm happy with that. Now we just have to see if I can nail the actual perspective, and if I still like it. Absolutely, pink sounds good. Am I planning darker shades in the backdrop? I am going to go a little darker than what we have here at the moment, but I don't want to go super dark. So it all depends how dark the foreground becomes. And yeah, then I'll essentially know how dark I can go, because I need contrast, that's for sure, I definitely do. So my only concern with the lines is because I have this done already, I do have a little bit of a problem. Essentially the horizon line cannot be up there, because this should be the horizon line when that is already so close to it. Otherwise the wheel should be up. And I did this character, as a separate sketch, so unfortunately I can't really fix that. So what we can do is move the horizon line a little bit down. Well, that is really, really struggling to come out after you put watercolour over it, isn't it? So what I might do is actually give it a pattern, and then we don't have too much drama. So that is the only way it will work. If I give it some skirting board and a bit of a horizon pattern over there. There we go. That actually does really help when I add, you know, all of that in. The image is flipping when the table shakes from the erasing I just did. Yeah, that is some stupid setting. It's got to do with the webcam. When I switch it like that, generally it doesn't do it too much. It's something weird with these webcams. I have for the longest time not been able to figure out why, but they strangely try to flip because they have this option to flip to a horizontal mode, or depending on how you hold the camera, it flips for you, which is incredibly unhelpful if you run a stream on it, sadly. My stream is so calming. Oh, thank you, Akira. Thank you. I'm really glad you feel that way. So I am actually quite satisfied with the result of that, I must say. May need to move the lines here on the left a little because they are slightly off. So hopefully by adding tiles I can get a little bit more perspective, you know, which is the whole idea, potentially. There we go. I'm just trying to lighten these lines up because apparently when I go over in watercolors they don't erase again. Just a slight issue, but not the end of the world, you know? Not the end of the world. There we go. I really do want to add perspective. I really do like how that looks, so I think we're gonna go with that. We really do. Hello, Havanes! How are you doing? This drawing is super lovely. Love the little Ratsy. He is so adorable, isn't he? So cute. Yeah, I'm really excited to start it, so just gotta get this perspective to work, and then we are set. We are set to go. I do really like the extra tiles that I'm adding in. I think they add just a lot more interest and detail to the room, so that's good. Snap, you don't work from home? Is that still a thing? It's definitely still a thing in Australia. I don't know about in the States for you guys, but it definitely is a thing over here. Apparently it's going to be a thing for a whole more year, so I'm actually pretty happy about that because that means I get to spend a ton more time with my dad. And, you know, spending time with my dad is awesome because he normally works so hard and so much that I don't get a lot of time with him during the week. So it's been really awesome that my dad has just had a lot more free time. You know, obviously he doesn't have to drive to work, so it means I get to spend a little more time in the mornings with my dad, and also means that he can have lunch with me, he can, you know, straight after work I can go and talk to him, so that's really awesome and I've really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed that. There we go. I think I've done all of them. As far as I can tell, I've done all of them. So that's good. That's one thing out of the way. You have not worked from home since ever. You've had to do so much driving. So your work didn't start a work from home scheme? I guess that makes sense in your line of work though. That does make sense. That's amazing. You loved the LA traffic back in April last year. How come? Why was it peaceful? I just want to take the edge off some of this. Slightly, just get it slightly lighter, you know? Hopefully I can still see the lines once I'm done with it all. I don't know why I pick challenges like this for myself. This is like something that's going to become so time consuming later on, and I know that it will be. But I don't know. I just like challenging myself, I guess, so... Hopefully I don't regret doing all these tiles later. Hopefully it's actually really going to add a lot of impact to the painting, you know. We'll see. Please do not hate myself. So I'll just hold it up, make sure that I can actually see if it's looking good. I am definitely feeling like it does add, you know, a fair amount of perspective to this piece. And I do think that it needs that. I really do. So yeah, I do think over here in the foreground, it definitely is working. I think I did make a mistake, obviously, when I was drawing it with this, what do you call this thing again? I'm not sure. But the drip. I did make a mistake with the perspective there in the initial drawing. So we're just gonna have to deal with that now, you know? Okay, so what I'll do is, I'm gonna do the bottom area first. And I think I want pale blue tiles. So I have a ref that I really like. So I'm gonna base it off that. It's been a year since Donald Trump said the virus will magically disappear. It's both funny and sad, 500,000 people dead. That's true. That is true. And like, I guess it's, you just start finding the humor in the amount of sadness there is, because it's like, yeah. We gotta cope somehow, right? We gotta cope somehow. It was so surreal because you watched it unfold day by day. We hadn't had a day off for about 2 months, and the radio just had people trying to reassure everyone things would be okie dokie. It must have been especially scary in your line of work as well, Hovannes. I can't imagine. Yeah, that would just be... That would be intense. That would be intense. You're really brave. Okay, so... What I can do... So I've got white on the opposites. And the white is surrounded... So I've got white tiles, and I've got deep blue tiles, and then these are pale green. So what I'm gonna do is, Ratty is probably going to be a lighter color, I imagine. I want to make him a sort of a white Ratty, which means I want to use darker colors around him. So I'll start with this one. You do need a little bit of a thinner brush, so do that. And we will start mixing up some blue. That is one shade of blue. I need a warm blue, so I'm gonna try and do that. Now I have like way too much black mixed up, so I have to try and lighten that up a little bit. Okay. Pretty sure that should work. I'm going to get that up even more. Still need more water. That's a good shade. Okay. Here we go, guys. Here we go. I do seem to have like tiny little particles in my paint for some reason. I don't know if it's the paint that's gone a little bit old or if it's my brush that's slightly dirty. Who knows? Who knows? There we go. So I will go a little bit darker, but for now, I'm happy with that. The amazement never ceases when it comes to my art. Thank you, Dover Kid. Thank you so much. This looks heavenly, but it is my work after all, so it's to be expected. Well, thank you guys. Thank you so much. You absolutely love it to bits. The Ratsy is super adorable. He is. I'm going to make him really shine in this piece, so... Fonk's a Goose, hello, how are you doing? Okay, so now we just need to keep going. how's the Affleck business going? What's the Affleck business? How's it honking, everyone? Everyone waddling like they don't care? Exactly, Honk. We really are now that you're here. Now that you're strutting your little goose feathers around the place, I think we know how to have some fun now. So, we'll be okay. We'll be okay, I'm sure. Try doing in real life. You guarantee I will smile or laugh. Try doing what in real life? Strutting duck feathers? Aw, Miss Doom, thank you for following. Please sit down and join our vampire tea party. We're very happy to have you here. We've just started a watercolor painting today, so I hope you will join us. You try it too, then you'll see why we honk so much. Well, there you go, chat. There you go. Apparently, we need to strut our duck feathers. Well, goose feathers, I should say. I did not just say quack. You are insulted. I am so sorry, Goose. I'm so sorry. You did it. Please don't bully. No one here is going to bully anybody. It's a goose safe zone over here, so all geese are totally welcome to honk as much as they please. There we go. I am really happy I did these interesting kind of tiles. Nice to draw along to this vampire tea party, was it? Well, if you would like to join along and show us what you're drawing, we would love to see. We would definitely love to see. So feel free to drop a link to your work and I will go take a look. There we go. I'm really loving the tiles, guys. I'm really loving the tiles. You forgot your bread, but you bought some other kind of bread with the cheese and marinara sauce and slides of meat on it. And a lot of jalapenos, I guess. Well, that sounds spicy. I don't think I'd be such a fan. Hello, Sketch. How are you doing? Nice to see you here. You don't know if anyone told me, but most things taste the same when soaked in pond water. Well, you would know, wouldn't you, Goose? You would know. We have to finish. How have you been, Sketch? How have you been? Are you and the cat getting along a little bit better at the moment? I hope so. You really do. I kind of lost my other horizon line for some reason. I know that it was here. So I'm going to have to add it back. Or did we not have one? No, I'm fairly sure we had to have one. Because that space needs to be smaller, so we're going to have to add another. There we go. For some reason I lost that one. I don't know why. That is so confusing. Or I forgot about it entirely and half erased it. Who knows? Who knows? Well, that is definitely much better. Much better. So, I'm happy. You also love how I said jalapenos. Why? You're going to call them that from now on. What, jalapenos? The first time I said it or the second time I said it? Mind if you paddle your chunk feathery butt here for a bit? No! I definitely don't, Honk. I definitely don't. You go ahead and just goose as much as you want. You can even be a crazy goose if you want. All geese are very welcome. Always very welcome. There we go. So I'm just gonna have to be very careful, I guess, of where I place the lines, you know? That is definitely looking good. I'm content with that. Let's just say I'm content with that. Not entirely happy, but I'm content. You covered the couches with the plastic. Better not give up on the cat too easily. Wow, that cat really has a thing for peeing on the couch, doesn't it? So has the cat ever been properly potty trained, Sketch? I do know that there are times when certain cats actually develop health problems, which mean they can't actually contain themselves, and so they end up urinating all over the house. So that might be something to look into. Some kind of cat anxiety issue, as far as I know. I'm not entirely sure what exactly it is, but just heard things, so maybe totally wrong, but you could maybe ask your vet next time you see them. Also, don't ask how a goose is able to use a laptop or how you keep your Wi-Fi hub dry. Well, I am actually very intrigued by that, Goose. You have me curious now. You have me curious. Do you just have like one of those pond leaves and you have your laptop there and it's all wired up to your human's house and you've got waterproof everything? Because that's what I'm envisioning right now. That's what I can see in my mind. You just sitting in your little pond, floating around, and your laptop on this pond leaf. That's the idea I have in my head. So correct me if I'm wrong. There we go. I'm extremely happy with how this is turning out, actually. Extremely happy. That's good. Not often that I'm extremely happy with things, so in general it's more like you tend to fight the painting until the last stage and then you're sort of like, I guess we can come to terms with each other, you know? Maybe we can work something out. I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. Some of my paintings, I sort of fight them all the way and I hate them and I rage about them for weeks and then I'm like, you know, we've finally made a breakthrough. It's getting there. I can cope with you now. So not all of them end up, you know, not all of them end up the best either. So that's saying something. Whenever you lose anything and later find it, you seem to always find it in the last place you look. Isn't that always what happens? Like every damn time? I don't understand it. I really don't. But it's always like that, isn't it? It always is. She was frightened by a series of traumas, so she lived like a sort of aerial cat, coming down from the ceiling to the kitchen table, then jumped to your art bench, then over to a drawing board, etc. She was freaked out then when you brought this little dog home. Ah, okay. So maybe she is actually going through something, and you know, maybe that's why she's having an incredibly hard time. She got monstered outside by a neighbor's Tom, so she's definitely had some sort of anxiety about being picked on. Well, there you go. Maybe your vet can give you some suggestions about, you know, her urinating problem all over your house and give you some ideas, because I do know that so my sister is a veterinarian and she's mentioned to me before that apparently, yeah, cats get this kind of anxiety and it causes them to just, you know, urinate anywhere and not be able to be potty trained. So not the nicest of issues, but it is fixable. You can do things about it. So at least there's that, right? At least there's that. Great, so the tiles are coming along. Poor thing must have been bullied a lot. Yeah, our cats, because we kept our cat outside and our cat got so bullied by neighborhood cats as well. And some of those cats were really big, like pretty much twice the size of our cats. So yeah, it was pretty sad. And oftentimes our cat would come home with massive bite marks, bite wounds and everything. and we would always have to put things on the wounds to treat them. It wasn't the best. If you can, you gotta keep your cat inside, but yeah, obviously not all circumstances allow for that, so you just gotta do what you can, you know? You just gotta do your best by them. Awesome. All the tiles are done. I'm really happy. Really happy. You were gonna give up on her, but that was yesterday. You got soft-hearted today. Well, I think it's understandable, you know, you put in a lot, and a damaged little creature like that is often really hard to live with, you know? It takes work, and as you said, it takes a softer, gentle, and also big heart. It's not always easy. And it sounds very much like that little cat is definitely struggling, you know, to fit in and just feel safe. So maybe that's the reason, you know? You love all kinds of pets, but you've always been a dog person. Twitch streamers and people have made you start liking cats too. How come? Do most Twitch streamers just have cats? Doverkin, have you watched, what's his name? Bush. Have you watched Bush's stream? I'll type his name in the chat. There you go. That's his account. If you watch his account, he has an adorable little royal bed for his dog. And whenever he's AFK or something, the little dog just sleeps over there, and it's so cute. It is so cute. My heart melts. Absolutely just melts. So yeah, you gotta check him out. Okay. Skirting board is needed. For sure, so we have to make this line a little darker. There we go. And on the other side as well. There we go. Because I have to start adding some skirting board. Yeah, as pets and also discussions like these, you should check that out. Definitely do give him a follow, Doverkin. He's a really popular art streamer here on Twitch, so but he's also very interactive with his chat. He definitely like always engages and reads messages, so yeah, it's awesome being a part of his streams. Okay. I feel like the next step that I want to do is probably to add the darker areas. Actually, these were the dark areas, those were a little bit lighter, so I'm going to start by adding the pale green strips, and then actually I need to have a smaller brush for that because those are so tiny. I need this to be tiny. So I could, optionally, I could make those darker and these lighter. I think I want to do that. I want to make that a lot darker, so we shall do that instead. like way too much water on there. I need to try and remove some of that. There we go. Oh, Robin! Thank you so much for the resub! Really, really appreciated that. 4 months. 4 months straight. Thank you. You have been supporting us for so long. Thank you. Thank you so much, Robin. How are you? How are you feeling? Because I know you've really been struggling lately with all those dentist appointments. How are you doing? Cindy looks unhappy with her mask. She's not the happiest at the moment, Sketch. That's true. You're guessing the rat is actually a doctor. The nurse got mad and cast a spell on him. That's a nice twist, I reckon. I really like that idea. Yeah. I didn't really write much of a story to this one, to be honest, so open to interpretation. Open to interpretation for you guys, I guess. You're good, just very tired. Yeah, I can imagine. I think it's gonna just be like that for a couple of days. And I think that's fairly normal, you know? I don't think that that's a bit too crazy. Yeah, you do things for a couple hours and then your body says back to bed. Well, I think that's a sign to just, you know, take it easy. Maybe focus on watching Twitch streams, and if you can manage, maybe doing some art on the side, like some light sketching or something. Because I know it can get so boring if you're stuck in bed for long. So doing something like that could maybe help, you know, keep your mind occupied, which would be nice. You won't talk about HAMA or hammer. What is that? I'm definitely loving the colors I picked. They're nice and sort of clean and fresh and look very much like a hospital, so yeah, you won't talk yet today. You had some streams playing from your phone while you were resting. See, that is what I do as well. When I'm not feeling well, I put on Twitch streams, and I really enjoy watching all the different artists, you know, keeping up with everything. Keeps my mind off something. So, yeah, I think that's a fantastic way to pass the time. That's for sure. I think we've done them all. I think... Ah, we missed one. Almost missed one. Last little one hiding out over here. There we go. I'm pretty sure that is all of them. But we should just add a slight hint of one over here. It's looking a little bit confusing. There we go. Oh, that's another spot I can also try and add the illusion of one. Nice. We've done them all, guys. We have done them all. So happy. Hammer is human anti-mouse antibody. Right. Human anti-mouse antibody. Whatever on earth that means. So, spaced out your next appointment so you have some more recovery time so you can eat some proper food. That is a great idea. Yeah, I think, yeah, giving yourself some decent time to properly recover is smart. Yeah, that's definitely true. I don't think it's a great idea to be too weak for another procedure, you know? You want to heal up. So, I have finished adding all the tiles, and I'm really happy with this perspective. I love it. I think it looks great. Next thing we're going to do is I need my ruler, and I don't know where I put it. It's hiding from me. There we go. So I need to add some proper skirting boards, so we will do that. Nice. Cool, and probably need to do the same at the bottom as well. Would be a good idea. You'll go lurk for a bit, see you around. No worries, Robin, no worries. Hope you'll feel better soon. Thanks again so much for the sub. Nice, okay. So, what we can do next, I'm probably going to do another series of little tiles over there. So these can be, I'll make these just very little tiles like so. And I'll probably do the same at the top, but I think that top one is a little too small in comparison with the bottom one, so I need to fix that up as well. You need to be raised a little higher. Thank you. Oh, Streamlabs doesn't get any of that. Streamlabs is very confused about this, yeah. You've seen one of your kids with this exact same expression as this young lady in your own kitchen a while ago. It's super cute. Well, that sounds adorable, Sketch. No names, of course, but she didn't feel cut out to be a homebody. I have a feeling I know who you're referring to. And I can empathize with her, actually. I really can. See, that's just a little too high again. I don't want to go that high. Really tricky to get it just right. That's perfect. I like that. Great. Now I can start. Need to fade that a little. Okay, add the top tiles, and then that'll look just like a hospital. Didn't Homebody die out with gender roles? I don't know. I think, doesn't Homebody refer to any gender that's just like staying at home or something? Did it have to refer to female or? I don't know. I'm gonna have to fix my pencil. It's screwing up on me all over again. Did it last night and I had to switch, so not the greatest feeling seeing it happening all over again. Definitely not. Definitely not. You still have a photo. It's identical except no mask, of course. Oh, and no rat either. Well, maybe that's what was wrong. She needed her rat. Although it doesn't seem like the rat helps much for her expression. She seems to just have an attitude no matter what, so I guess it wouldn't be too helpful, right? So what was she upset about? Some of the cooking not going the right way, or what was it? That's pretty cute. I think it's pretty cute. Cool. So I have those tiles done. Really liking that. And I'm going to add a set of extra tiles in the middle. So they're also going to be a similar pattern as the background is. Nice. So I've got those tiles done. I could have just had them like white, black instead of like doing a double row. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. Don't want there to be. I don't want it to look too messy. So. Maybe we have a look and see what that could be like. I think I much prefer that, actually. There we go. This looks a little cleaner. Cleaner is good, so. Nice. You think her mom was encouraging her to learn some life skills. Right. And she wasn't really having much of it. Well, you know, some of us are born for greater things. So, certain mundane tasks are just beneath those of us who are beyond that, right? I suppose that was what was going through her mind. Cool. So I have my tiles, and now I can start painting them. And those are definitely going to be among the darker ones. So I'm going to go for my darker greens again. I need a very nice tiny brush for that. So we're probably only going to be working on the background tonight. I don't think we're going to be able to touch the character just yet. I think that's going to be asking for a bit much, but tomorrow I will be working on her some more, so we could do it then. Pretty excited to start drawing her, actually. Painting her, I mean. When I started her out today, I actually had no idea what I wanted to do for the background. And I'm really happy with it so far. I'm really, really happy. definitely going in the right direction. So. Yeah. So do you remember how old she was when this happened, Sketch? Because it sounds pretty adorable. That's the irony, I guess. Us artists don't put much emphasis on kitchen skills, except sometimes when hunger kicks in. One of your boys became a chef, however. Well, isn't that interesting? How many of your family became artists then, Sketch? Being a chef is such hard work though. They are, yeah, they really work them hard. Lots and lots of pressure. It's very time intensive, that's for sure. So, guess it's another kind of job that you only do if you have a passion for it. Otherwise, you know, it's really not worth it. It doesn't pay the best either, so it's more of one of those passion kind of roles. You have a love for food? Guess I'll stick it out. You cooked for your ex-dearly beloved for a number of years. Well, there you go. When you love somebody, you can push yourself to different lengths, right? Push yourself a lot. Well, I hope you feel that those hours were worth it, even though it was your ex. You know, hope you still feel it was worth it. Cooking do be a form of art. That's true, Dovikin. That is true as well. Essentially, cooking is art too. She was about 12 at that time, you guess. Not quite high school. Right, okay. Well, I guess that makes sense, you know. 12-year-old's not going to be too thrilled about learning how to cook. Definitely me as a 12-year-old is not thrilled about that at all, and I'm still very much not thrilled about cooking, so don't imagine it's going to change anytime soon. I guess sometime I will just get hungry, and I will find a way to make food for myself, right? You're ready to do the same for your partner, whoever she is. I hope you don't die alone. I'm sure you won't, Dorikin. I am sure you won't. You have such a big heart. You wash dishes a couple of times to earn money. Not a bad job. It meant you could work from early evening to about 1 a.m. each day and have your days free. But when would you sleep? I mean, if you're working those hours, you need to sleep at some point. Oh, I just noticed something again that I didn't do, actually. I missed one. I missed a tiny one in here. There we go. I might just let that area dry before I go over because I need to add another green shade to it. So I'll probably just let it dry. Now, I was going to keep these white, so we'll see. If I change my mind later, I might do that, but I think might be a good time to start her pink dress. What do you guys reckon? Spoil ourselves tonight and do something fun. That is a nice musky tone. That will work just fine. Exactly what we're after, so. Love how the music started to match the moment just as I started. Well, yeah, it caters to the stream, right? It matches up. How convenient. You worked a couple of times and never ate so well. As long as you didn't stop washing, you could eat whatever you wanted. You would wrap a steak in a Wiener Schnitzel and snack while you piled the dishes through. Well, that's nice. At least you could do that, right? That sounds like a great place to feast. The chef there was so strong and capable, holding great pots of lovely smelling food and cooking for about 120 people. A very physical job with high stakes, no pun intended. High stakes. I like that. I like that. That's a good one. Even though it's an unintended pun, I like it. Nice. So I've got that beautiful sort of misty kind of color that I wanted. Becoming a vegetarian is a big mistake. That's a good one, Toby Kid. I like that one. It's a good one. You worked in dorm kitchens during your days in uni. Free food, and you were able to listen to music while washing dishes or chopping veggies and fruits for the chefs. Well, that sounds like a really intense job, Doja Kid. Must have been a lot of pressure cooking for how many people, for sure. Another job you had was peeling prawns and peeling potatoes for a couple of hours, then scraping fat off the walls and implements. You would go home with an apple strudel for a bonus at 1:30 a.m. It helped you save to go overseas. Well, that is awesome. Hello, Trig Dog! Long time no see. We do remember you. How have you been? Hopefully now that we are doing more regular nighttime streams, we'll be able to see you more often. I'm sure. You can't come for a long time. That's alright. It was lovely having you to stop by. Thank you for following Doll with a Bun. Please sit down and join our vampire tea party. We're very happy to have you here. Then, when you resigned, the boss asked you to babysit his child, so you got the same money for playing with this kid until we fell asleep. Then you could draw or do your studies till 2 a.m. until they came home. That sounds amazing. Yeah, it sounds amazing. You can't come home for a long time. You can't come for a long time, sorry. No worries. I'm really happy you're here, Three Dog. I'm really happy you're here. So I do want that to be slightly darker, so let me see if we can darken this one up a little bit more. Hello, how are you, Doll with a Bun? Whereabouts are you from? So I'm just trying to very, very lightly add pink to different areas of her face and such, so doing my best to do it smoothly because this watercolor dries so quickly. So you have to be really, really fast with it. super nice. Alex, hello. Thank you so much for the resub. Really appreciate that. Another EU stream. We're going to have one every week now, Alex. This week we're having a couple more, but next week we are going to have at least one a week, and normally on Thursdays. So hopefully that'll make things easier for the guys in Europe. You're in Yorkshire, UK. Well, that is lovely, doll with a bun. Do you make art? Are you also a maker of beautiful things? Hope the cute bun is having a good day too. Cute bun? What cute bun? Oh, Bunnies! Thank you so much for the gifted sub to Doll with a Bun. That is so sweet. Oh, the bun with a doll. That makes sense. Well, thank you so much for gifting them a sub. Really appreciate that. All this talk of food and chefs and such has made you hungry. Must be time for a Vegemite sandwich. That sounds delicious. That sounds delicious, Sketch. Yeah, I think you're spot on there. I think it's definitely time for that. Oh, Sister Loco, thank you for the follow. Feel free to introduce yourself. Feel free to show us your art and yeah, just introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about you. How am I? I'm really good, Red Dog. How are you? It's awesome seeing you here. How was your week? You introduce yourself? Yes, Sister Loco, please go ahead. If you'd like to share your art in the stream with everybody, feel free to do that. Or a slice of toast with peanut butter and honey, can't decide, you have to ask the cook. I like the idea of peanut butter and honey. I think that sounds delicious. It's like freaking midnight, Sketch. Why are you eating now? It's like late night snack time. If you're gonna be late night snacking, Sketch, you have to do it properly. You have to feast. You have to prepare like a 3-course meal. You can't skimp out on that. The emotes are gorgeous. Oh, thank you, doll. Really glad you like them. Okay, so her skin tone's done. That's good. We'll add a little bit of pink to the Ratty's nose over here and his tiny little paws as well. Oh, and his tail can be coloured. Probably going to need a little bit of a small brush for that. This one will work. Is the sticker thing working? Streamlabs mentioned it, but you're seeing a blank page when you click on it. I don't know, Doverkin. I need to either switch that off or look into getting it working. It was set up properly, and for some reason I don't know. Didn't seem like it was, so who knows. I need to switch that off until I can get it properly working, because I don't think it is. Thank you so much for pointing that out. So many things about streaming, and you tend to just forget everything in the end, everything you set up and stuff, so. Cool. So Ratty now has a beautiful pink tail. Have a look, guys. He's so cute. I can't wait to get him done. So cute. Okay. So yeah, it's coming along. It's definitely coming along. I have about half an hour before the stream stops. I have another daytime stream tomorrow, so it should be a little bit of a different time slot, but hopefully it's gonna still be okay for you guys. You've been talking to the cook, but he's having too much fun sitting here chatting. Well, maybe you should fire the cook, Sketch, if all he's doing is sitting here talking. I don't think he's fit for the job, do you? I think his daughter probably has a lot in common with him. If you don't make it, you shall set up auto host and rewatch. Oh, doll, that is so sweet. You just got here and you're already so dedicated. Yeah, look, doll, it's going to be really difficult for you to make it because I think for European hours that is crazy hard. But what will happen, if you check my schedule, I'll send a link to the schedule. So if you check the schedule, we are going to have a Thursday stream that will be for European time zones every week. So if you can't make the daytime streams, there will be one stream per week for the European time zone from now on. So hopefully that means a couple of you guys, just make it a little bit easier. It's been nice. I upload my streams and VODs on YouTube, so you can find everything there and chill to the vibes anytime. Exactly, Dorikin. So yeah, if you do miss streams, they are on YouTube, but obviously you can't access the chat. So there's I think it's a 2-week time frame where you can watch the VODs here on Twitch and you can see everything we talked about, you can read all the chat. So if you do miss the streams and you still want to be a part, you can do that. Auto host will support a little in your absence. Oh, thank you, doll. That is so sweet. Thank you. Apparently the song we're playing is called Sad Cookie. That is weird. Why would you call the song Sad Cookie? That is strange. So yeah, I've added some blue to her eyes. And I really do like that. She's also going to need a blue mask, so I am going to work a very light blue. An almost non-existent blue. I could occasionally look at the camera and speak and make it seem like I am talking to whoever is watching on YouTube. Like, breaking the fourth wall. What exactly do you mean, David Kid? What exactly do you mean? You always say your cook is hard to beat. Well, I guess if you're competing with yourself, that would get hard to beat, right? That would get hard to beat. Awesome though. Autohost will support a little in your absence. Thank you. Managed to find some black card for the Abigail print, so it fits in with the rest of the wall now. I didn't recognize your username, Alex, because I thought you were Smurfers, or you had a different username last time. Now we know who you are. Thank goodness. You framed that so well. It looks gorgeous. I'm so honored to be part of your Twitch artwork gallery. It's beautiful. Thank you so much for supporting my work and ordering from my little shop. It really meant the world. I was really excited. I read your name and I was like, this is one of the guys from Twitch I just know. And then I tried to sort of figure out who it was. But I have 2 Alexes who follow me and I wasn't sure which one it was. So I got really confused. And yeah, so yeah, ultimately I'm glad you shared that picture so I could know that you now own a piece of my little Abigail. Jason, how are you doing? Shoulder joint isn't up to it. Isn't up to Cookie? Like, you can look at the camera and say, hey you, yes you, thank you for joining me here on YouTube. I hope you are loving my work so far. It's a VOD, but for a moment you can make it seem like they joined you on a live stream. That sounds like a great idea, Doberkin. Sounds like a great idea. Maybe every time I start live streaming, instead of the regular intro I could do like a YouTube version and be like, I'm watching you. I'm watching you live through my screen. Were you streaming today, Jason? Thank you for the follow, Miguel001. Really appreciate that. How are you doing? We do not want that as part of the artwork, please. No, but you will tonight, so tomorrow morning. Okay, so tomorrow morning for me you will be. You keep forgetting to say you changed it, and you don't remember where you've said and haven't, so everyone is confused. Yeah, it is a bit tricky, right? But I like the fact that you can change your username. Everybody likes to change, you know? You want to shift the wall around a bit, and some of the hook are in squint, so the frames aren't straight, and it's bugging you. I can imagine, yeah, I can imagine. It's really annoying. I mean, when you spend so much time framing things and you think they're all good, and then you have to realign everything. Framing is actually a lot of work. I feel like it's a form of art in itself. That's for sure. Hello, Queen Melisandre. How are you? Lovely to see you here. Cool. So we are making progress, guys. Slowly but surely we are making progress. So I do need to darken up the shoes because they need to contrast quite well. So I'm going to add little layer by layer onto them until they're just the right shade. Doing well, just woke up. Never saw me stream at this time before. I used to always stream at these times, Queen Melisandre. These were my regular hours until I found out that it wasn't really good for my sleep schedule because, you know, I like streaming for, you know, up to 4 hours, and there just isn't enough time in my night times to fit in 4 hours, so I ended up moving it to the daytime for me instead. But a couple of you guys have asked for, you know, for the nighttime streams back, so we are going to start at 1 nighttime stream per week, starting this week. This week it's a little bit different. We're doing more because it's been my dad's birthday today, so because I couldn't stream during the day, we ended up going out for a nice lunch. So I moved the stream to tonight. And the day before, I was streaming at the same time because I had to go present hunting. So this week we're going to actually have 3 nighttime streams. It's a little bit different. But starting next week, we're going to have all our daytime streams as usual. But we're going to have 1 nighttime stream on Thursday evening. Hopefully that way, everybody in Europe can actually join in, you know? Be a little bit easier for everybody to take part. You're at work now. Oh, okay. So after work, you're going to indulge yourself in some art. That sounds like a great evening. I need to decide what colour I'm going to make her hair. I haven't decided yet. So that'll be pretty interesting. But so far, I am really happy with the colours. I do want to go slightly darker with some areas. But I'm really happy with how the colours turned out. Really, really happy. Could probably try and do some pale green over there. I needed to go a little darker than that actually. I can manage that. There we go. Oh, thank you for the bits, Lady Paints a Lot. You're so special, thank you. You don't have your ears on in studio today, painting the final on the commission, but putting me on luck, and this is beautiful. Oh, thank you, lady. Let me type a reaction. Lots of love to you. Well, I really hope you enjoy yourself, you know, in the studio today. It sounds amazing that you get to, you know, indulge in your artwork. That is so special. Thank you so much for the bits. You gotta show us tomorrow. You gotta show us what you've been doing. I must see. Your work is always so beautiful. There we go. Now we have a little bit more separation between the top and the bottom. So that's really good. I'm really happy about that. I do think I want to make the background a lot darker, so we may actually end up doing that, you know. I will definitely have a think about it overnight, that's for sure. And tomorrow, I'll see what we end up doing. Before my stream began, you also shared your last sketch number 6 with a streamer, and they loved it. That concludes your project. All that is left is to get permissions. Oh my goodness! Can you reveal who this streamer is by any chance? I said your work is lovely, and I'm super excited to see what you'll be working on and the progress. Exactly, yeah. Cool. So I think this is, so we're almost at 1 AM and I need to get some sleep. But I will be streaming tomorrow as well. So I think I'm going to leave this piece overnight. Have a little bit of a think of, do I want to make the background darker or do I want to make the character darker? So I need to decide that, and yeah, once I've done that, tomorrow, hopefully, we can finish her up. We can hopefully finish her up. I'm sure we'll be able to do it in one more stream. There's not really that much left to do. Well, there's me and Vivi. The other 4 streamers are based in the UK. You will DM me on Discord. No worries, Doverkin, no worries. I'm very excited to see, that's for sure. Okay, so I am going to see who is on and who we can raid tonight. So let us have a look. So it looks like, well, we can raid Vivi. Most of you guys are very familiar with Vivi. Take care, everyone. Thank you for streaming, Mecca. No worries, Alanis. How do you guys feel about raiding Vivi? Because, I mean, most of you guys hang out there anyways, and I'm sure you guys were about to go head over to hers anyway. We could raid Sarah. Shall we raid Sarah or shall we raid Vivi? So Sarah is doing a watercolor dragon, and Vivi is doing what looks like some kind of stone angel of some sort. And Buttery Smooth is sketching what looks like a guy with some headphones on. Let's go to Sarah today. Sounds good. Let us raid Sarah. She has some really nice lighting on her stream now, which is beautiful. So if you guys haven't checked her stream in a while, her background now has this beautiful, beautiful lighting. Please comment on it. It'll make her happy. Trust me. Just trust me. She's really proud of her lighting. So anyway, let us go and raid her. I will be back tomorrow. So if you guys want to see when, I have updated the schedule as well. So you guys can head on over to the schedule page and check out when I will be next streaming. And otherwise, I will see you whenever. So let us raid Sarah. It was lovely seeing you too, Alex. Thank you so much again for buying my little Abigail from my store. It really made my heart so happy. I really enjoy when I get to package little things for you guys, you know, put them all in a little parcel, make it all look nice. And the best thing for me is when I get to see them in your homes, you know. When I see how you guys decorate it, when I get a little glimpse into your spaces, and when I know that my art is decorating your homes, that is so special. So thank you for giving me that opportunity. Let us raid. There we go. Whoops, wrong button, wrong button. Well, I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.